Restaurant Radio.
Hi, everybody. This is Iron Chef Cat Cora, and you're listening to Hannah and Dane on Flavor HD.
Flavor HD, Hannah, Stanley, Dane, Neal here with one of the top chefs in the world, an Iron Chef, and now someone with a great line. It is Cat Cora. Cat, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Good to be here.
Well, we're thrilled to have you, and even my little boy, my 4-year-old, was so excited. He's like, you get to talk to an Iron Chef today? I'm like, yes, sweetie, I do. But I am so excited to see some of your products, and I'm really drawn to these bamboo bowls and the pans. Tell me about these.
Well, this is my cook and serve line, and the great thing about these are that, it really is what it says. It's cook and serve. I mean, everything that I make is top of the line. You're not going to get any better materials in the world than what we do. This is 1810 stainless steel. 1810 stainless is the best stainless steel you can get in the world. It's all riveted, so you can see the riveting, which it stands up to time. All of my lids go up to 500 degrees. The glass,
Perfect.
which you can put in the oven. Great thing about this is the lip on it here, the handles. I've got the measurements inside the pot,
Awesome.
which is always great. So you don't have to, exactly. That's why my motto is modern mom. Professional chef tested, modern mom approved is my motto, because these are all the conveniences of a modern mom, but it's also, what I want as a professional chef as well. So the great thing about the cook and serve, this can be boiling hot, and I can put it in a bamboo holder, which can go right on the table. It can act as a trivet, so this pot will not burn your table. It won't burn the bamboo. There's a little bit of a lip you can see, so it gives it a little bit of an insulation. So there's some space in between, so it can keep it insulated, but also you can just carry it with you. So actually, I could put this right inside. I could take it out of my oven, 500-degree oven, put it right inside here. I can hold this. It's actually insulated, but it also keeps it from burning my hands. So I can take it on a potluck. If I wanted to carry it to a friend's home, I could take that with me, put it on my lap, carry it like that, or I can just put it right on the dinner table. These are just things that I, as a mom, I said I wanted. I mean, things like, this is one thing that I, when I was designing with Starfrit and, my team with Starfrit, I said, these are the things that I see as a mom, and when I'm in my home, these are the things that we have as chefs. This is something that for me as a mom and an innovator, as a designer of, now as a pots and pans, as I said, I want pots and pans that can stack. And I said, how can we make that? How can you guys make that happen? And I said, so I don't want when I go into my drawer, all of my pots and pans are leaning, they're all spilling, I can't stack them. How can you make them stack? So they came up with this lip, this really thin lip, and was able to create the innovation to make them able to not only work as a pan, but because you can tell they're still heavy. I mean, they're still not heavy. They're sturdy, and they're not this light, thin. This is a pan on its own.
Yes.
Okay? This isn't some throwaway kind of pan. This is a pan on its own. It will stand up to time. But what it does is it stacks. It's a sauté pan. It's a saucepan. But it will stack inside this pan, which stacks inside the saucepan, which stacks inside the pasta pan. And then you can stack it in. This is a 12-piece set that will stack into 2 columns of pans.
Okay, I'm hugging Cat Cora in a minute because this is ingenious and takes up so much less room. So you could even be a single girl living in an apartment on your own with very limited space and have unbelievably stellar cookware. Thank you, Cat Cora and Starfrit. And the way it's designed, it's still easy to clean.
Absolutely. I mean, lids and the pots can all stack into 2 columns. So whether you're in a small apartment anywhere in the world, or you travel, you have an RV, you're whatever you're doing, or you even have a big house and you just want more space for not only your pots and pans, but all of your fine china, you want your everyday plateware, you want your wine glasses, things like that, and you just want to be able to have more space. This is perfect. And also, there's no throwaway pieces. You always say, well, we have 12 pieces, and then what the 12 pieces are things that you don't use, right? There's that thing that you don't ever use, and what's that for? We don't have that. These are all 12 pieces of things that you will absolutely use every day.
Yeah, and it's beautiful.
It is, and of course you can go to FlavorHD.com, and we're going to have pictures of all of it and video of all the different lines and some of the innovations. Well, good quality pans, they're not free. What's the price point on these?
The price point is $100 up. Yeah, I mean, it definitely is value based. I mean, we're not an outrageous price point. We're definitely not. Let me get Kyle over here. Kyle, price point on our 12-piece stackable. $2.99. So that's not outrageous for a 12-piece at all, and not especially because some of the other features of everything we have. We have a mirror polish finish, so we have a tri-ply on the bottom. So we have everything. The cooking, you're not going to have hot spots. You're going to have even cooking. You also have the mirror polish finish, so it's really super easy cleanup. You're not going to have to sit here and scrub all day. You're not going to have to soak your pans, things like that. Again, this lid, there's no other lids on the market that I know of that go up to 500 degrees. It's all usually 350 or 400 at the most. You have a solid handle. Most of them are hollow. So this is a solid, again, 1810 stainless steel.
Wow.
You can either stack these. All of these are either stackable or hangable.
Nice.
Okay, so you have a choice. You all have, they're all stamped on all sides. You got a stamp on the handle. These are all quality pieces. Like stamp on the bottom, stamp on the handle as well.
It's top quality materials, and you've got some of these with the bamboo and then some of the other great woods on the utensils. What was the thought process on the woods that you used, and was sustainable, renewable? Was that coming into play?
All of my woods are eco-friendly. This is bamboo. All of my utensils are made with acacia wood, and they're all handmade. These are not machine-made. Especially also on my knives are all walnut, so they're all Canadian walnut, and they're all handmade as well. None of my knives are thrown through a machine, and they're also they're all one piece.
Your cookware is gorgeous and beautiful, but you've discussed being a mom,
yes.
And I'm a mom, but you're also an Iron Chef, which I am not. What's your go-to when you come home? You're tired from working.
Right.
What's the thing you keep in your pantry? What's the go-to dinner for the kids?
Well, I mean, it differs because, again, sometimes it's really just things that we have on hand. Like, we'll do, a lot of times we'll just do something quick and simple. We'll do fish tacos or something, or we'll do, because my kids will eat, they'll eat salmon or they'll eat fish. We'll always do a roasted chicken is always easy. Take a chicken, roast it, throw it in the oven. Simple things like just, we eat things like just a turkey spaghetti, things like that. We eat simple foods. We don't do a lot of high-end cooking at our house. The ingredients are always top quality, and they don't have to be super expensive, but they're always good quality. And we try to do, a nice big salad on the table and some healthy vegetables and things like that, and get lots of good stuff in there. Absolutely,
Hannah had mentioned that her little guy was really excited that she was going to meet you and that kind of stuff. Now, do you feel any extra pressure, at home to make things? Do your kids ever say, like, Mom, you're an Iron Chef? Do you ever say, like, hey, we're having Kraft macaroni and cheese and that's what we're having? Or do you always keep it at a high level?
No, we always try to keep it at we don't try to keep it high end in that sense. Sometimes my kids are like, Mom, okay, enough with the, like, gnocchi and, like, they want, like, sometimes they kind of, like, they keep me in line, in check with that kind of thing, because I like to try a lot of different things with them, like I'll make, like, little individuals, these kind of new things and try things with them and stuff, and they try to keep, and they just kind of want, like, like, just the kind of basics, like, can you make me just, like, a pot of spaghetti, or something like that, yeah. I'll never forget the first time when my kids went because when they're really young in, like, preschool, they'll try, they're just kind of cool with whatever you send them, you want to, like, you'll do, and I remember and the gnocchi story made me, it was funny because then you get into first grade and when they're going to big school, and then you forget and you kind of try to send them the same things you send them, and when they get into big school and all the kids are eating sandwiches and quesadillas and things.
They've got duck l'orange in there. And they're like,
and I remember a story like that because I kind of sent them something gourmet and they came home and was like, ixnay on the gourmet, like not happening. Like just a peanut butter sandwich or a quesadilla, that works,
Don't send chopsticks.
Don't send all that stuff because it's embarrassing, so.
Great products from Starfrit. Where can people find more information about the products from Starfrit?
They can come to my website, catcora.com. Yeah, that's a great place to start, to go to my website.
People are now, they can get great products from Starfrit and catcora.com, but so used to getting great food television from you, great entertainment. Any new projects or anything you want to share?
Well, yeah, I've got a new show on Bravo that's going to be kicking off May 9th. It's a primetime show on Bravo. I'm going to be co-hosting with Curtis Stone. It's called Around the World in 80 Plates. That's going to be hot. And my food line, Cat Cora by Gaia, is out. We got new products coming out as well. They're in 70,000 stores around the United States. Look for them. And, a bunch of good stuff coming out.
Busy times, good stuff. And for Cat Cora fans out there, a lot of things to take in. I can't thank you enough for being on the show.
Yeah. And don't forget my charity, chefsforhumanity.org.
Thanks, Kat. Continued success. Enjoy Chicago.
Thank you. Will do.